Happy new comic book day, everyone. This is Nick from Comic Culture. It is Whiplash Wednesday. Down below in the description, you're going to find links to everybody from the PCP Army Bad Batch. You don't want to miss it. We got stuff coming out all day long. Sub up if you haven't subbed up yet. We are here for the haul, so let's get into it. All right, we are here for the Whiplash Wednesday new comic book day haul. So we got a stack of books here. As always, we're going to start with the big two. Going over to Marvel, we have Thor number 18 from Cadets. That cool little Throg cover there. Thor's been kind of trailing off for me in interest-wise. Last few issues. I know the art's changed a little bit in here. Looks like we're going to have some cameos from other characters and whatnot. Maybe some Loki action. I hope it gets better. It's been kind of trailing off the last few issues for me. In general. So going on to Jed MacKay, The Death of Doctor Strange, issue number 2. I thought issue number 1 could have been a little bit more impactful, meaningful. It was interesting at least. So we'll see what number 2 has in store. Death of Doctor Strange. Trials of Magneto, issue number 3. Got that variant cover here. Pretty cool. I feel like this really isn't in the voice of the X-Men books that we're kind of used to through Hickman. Thank God we have Inferno. And the main X-Men run from Duggan is pretty interesting, but it's really not scratching that itch that we had from House of X, Powers of X. So we'll see what number 3 has in store. Maybe we'll get some Scarlet Witch action in there. So that's it for Marvel. Only got 3 books from Marvel this week. Going on to DC, we have a few books on here. We got the Jenny Frisian Catwoman number 36. Gorgeous cover. Really, really interesting book. Fear State tie-in. So this is from Rom V. Really, really like that Jenny Frisian cover. Always get the B covers for Catwoman. Going over to Batman from Tynan. And we have a couple different artists on this one. Hernandez is still on the art here and there on this cover. This is the first of 3 connecting covers. So if you're into that kind of thing, you can go ahead and pick this one up. Couple different artists in this book, but again, this is right into the Fear State tie-ins. So Batman number 115, hopefully they can wrap that whole run up pretty well. There's only a few more issues left on the Tynan run on Batman, so pick it up if you haven't now. Speaking of Fear State, we have Nightwing number 85 from Tom Taylor, another Fear State tie-in. So hope you're liking Fear State because we're going to get a lot of it in here. Looks like we're going to have a lot of cool little interesting cameos and whatnot. And so looking forward to this one as well. The Nightwing run has been pretty good so far. Going over to DC Black Label, we have Refrigerator Full of Heads. That's what is this? The Joe Hill presents Hill House Comics. So this book was pretty interesting. It was a volume 2 of Basket Full of Heads, which is a pretty cool book that came out a couple years ago. And so Refrigerator Full of Heads, we'll see what it has in store. It's timely, October book. It looks like there's absolute craziness going on inside that thing. I don't know. Looking forward to it. Superman, Son of Kal-El, Tom Taylor, issue number 4. Pretty interesting run so far. We had some pretty big news that Tom Taylor dropped in some social media. We'll see if it plays out in here. I do love the cover in this one. The art is pretty interesting. I don't want to spoil it by flipping through it. Son of Kal-El, issue number 4, Tom Taylor. Let's hope it continues where it's been going, and we kind of get that cool Infinite Frontier hint of where Jonathan Kent might be headed to. Last book for DC, we have Catwoman, Lonely City from Cliff. Interesting art, interesting cover. It is one of those supersized books, and so it's going to be kind of annoying to store. I have to store it with my trades and whatnot. So this is book 1, DC Black Label. This is like 10, 20, 30 years after, from like current state. So everyone's kind of older. If I remember the solicitation right, a lot of the people that we're used to seeing in Gotham City are dead. Catwoman's aged. She's like got gray hair, still trying to do stuff. It'd be kind of an interesting read. Looking forward to that one. So that is it for the big 2. Going into some independents, we have Eat the Rich, issue number 3 from Sarah Gailey. So this is a pretty interesting book, number 1. I thought number 2, it was a good explainer issue, but it really didn't have a hook at the end of it. It didn't really make me worried or scared for the main character like issue number 1 did. So we'll see where it goes. Art's always been a little bit weird in this book, a little bit, a little less detail than I'm used to seeing in comics. So hopefully the story will kind of pick up where the art kind of leaves off, I think. So That's going to be interesting. One of my favorite books for issue number 1 and 2 was from AWA Upshot, Not All Robots. And here's issue number 3. So really looking forward to this book here. Here's a picture of like a mechanical heart, and it says file not found. So, you know, whatever that metaphor means, that'd be pretty interesting. Can't wait to see it. This is from Mark Russell. The art is really, really good in these books, and looking forward to this one. So Not All Robots, issue number 3. Ice Cream Man from Image Comics. This is issue number 26. Got the B cover here. Always love this book. It feels like I haven't had an Ice Cream Man book in a long time. I wonder if they're going to have a backstory to... In the last issue, we kind of had like a little backstory about the main villain, this Ice Cream Man. And so every once in a while, we get little hints about him. And I really, really like that. This book looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. It's all like a vertical, wide pages. So it's going to be pretty cool, I think. I think it's going to blow us away. Ice Cream Man. Issue number 26, crazy cover here. Going over to Aftershock for a couple issues here. We have Beyond the Breach, issue number 4. 1 was really interesting. 2 and 3 kind of like went in a direction I wasn't expecting. So I'm not really too thrilled about the book at the moment. But I only think it's a couple more issues long, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to keep picking it up, see where it goes. And, there's always some action. There's a little bit of heart in here. The characters are kind of diverse. It's just kind of a weird book, like dimensions falling on top of each other, and we don't know why. And there's all chaos going on. So maybe we get some explanations from this. It's Ed Bryson. So issue number 4, looking forward to it. Another issue number 4 from Aftershock is Clans of Bellari. And so I have been stacking these ever since issue number 1. I haven't read 2 or 3 yet. Let me know down below if you guys are reading Clans of Bellari, because I don't think I know anybody reading this book. The art's pretty decent in here. I think the story in the world was set up pretty well in issue number 1, but I just didn't pick up issue number 2, and then I picked it up late, and then it kind of fell in the backlog. So looking through it, it looks like there's some cool action in here. So maybe I'll try to, catch back up on that series and go from there. Let me know if you guys are reading Clans of Bellari, because I don't really hear anybody talking about it. So that's what I picked up this week. Let me know down below in the comments what you got, what you're looking forward to. Again, it's Whiplash Wednesday. All the links down below for the PCP Army Bad Batch will be down there. Check them out. Everyone's got some cool shows going on. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like button, sub if you have not subbed. Leave me a comment what you guys are picking up. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you then.